2021 and offers advice to anyone who wants to conduct one. Now, Barry's been a Toastmaster for 15 years, at the end of this month, in fact, and he will be completing his 15th advanced manual in December. And he will also, in June, he finished his second DTM and is already working on his third. And I know that he has numerous competent communicator awards as well. What he enjoys most about Toastmasters is hearing the stories that people have to share and sees Speechcraft as another way to share those stories. Please welcome Barry Monaghan to tell us about how to run an effective speech program.
Thank you, Doug. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, if there's any guests here, and Honorable District Governor sitting in the back there. We just heard about an open house, ways to increase our membership in one day, ideally. Now, but how many here have held a Speechcraft in their club? Has anyone ever put on a Speechcraft program in their own club? We got a few hands up here. It's an excellent program. And what I'm going to cover today is I'm going to go over 3 areas. What is Speechcraft, for those who aren't familiar? Why Speechcraft, the benefits of putting one on, and how do we go about doing it? There's a variety of ways. I would like to begin with a short story. There's a club called City Hall Connaught Toastmasters, but in those days they were just called Connaught Toastmasters. And they were experiencing low membership. They were about 12 or 13 members. So they wanted to do something about it. So they looked at their situation. They were a City Hall, Vancouver City Hall club, and they knew they had a fairly large base of people working there. So they put on a Speechcraft with the goal of doubling their membership. And that's exactly what happened. They went from 12 or 14 members up to 28 members by putting on a Speechcraft. I'm not sure of the specifics of the method that they used, but I believe they probably included membership with the Speechcraft. This is a method that I've seen done. But I'd like to go into what is Speechcraft. Well, basically, it's a public speaking course, and it's part of the Expand Your Horizons series, also known as Success Communication. And if you're working on your advanced communicator goal, or are planning to, Speechcraft is one of the projects you want to consider taking on. This is the Expand Your Horizons, and there's an explanation of other programs in there too. So it's a public speaking course, and it's held in a workshop seminar setting. It's like a class. And the difference between Speechcraft and the regular Toastmasters program is in the regular Toastmasters program, we can go at our own pace. So for example, there was one member who, it took him 10 years to finish his CTM, now known as the Competent Communicator. He did 1 speech per year. Doug probably knows what I'm talking about. 1 speech per year. That was the pace he went at. And then after that, he took off and he finished his DTM about 2 years after that. It's amazing what can happen. But Toastmasters is self-paced. Speechcraft is a fixed pace. You have assignments, you have deadlines in which to meet them, and so there's an incentive to get projects done. Now, some members have started out in Toastmasters by being Speechcraft and may have used Speechcraft as a kind of a jump start to get through those speeches. Speechcraft is a program that is very flexible. That's one of the advantages it has. It can range from typically 4 one-hour sessions, or it could go up to 8 two-hour sessions. So there's a lot of room you can play with. I recently heard of a corporate club that ran 12 sessions. So you can go more, you can go less. You can do the program as part of your meeting, or before your meeting, or a separate day and time at another premises. It's up to you. It's a very flexible program. It's almost like water. It can get into pretty much anything and adapt to any situation. You can use Speechcraft to, as I said, increase your club's membership, or you can put on a Speechcraft for the benefit of a different organization. I'm helping with the setup of a Speechcraft at the Mood Disorders Association of BC. That's a wonderful thing that's going to be taking place. So it's a public speaking course, it's flexible, it's fluid, it can be used anywhere, adapted to any group or organization. So why? Why Speechcraft? What are the benefits? First, the benefits to the club. Apart from the membership building, if any of your members are considering being instructors, or they've taken an instructor's course, or they just want to learn about coaching, mentoring, the Speechcraft is an excellent way to gain teaching experience, especially if you're the coordinator. You learn how to organize it and assemble the team together and work with those people. You can help arrange mentors for each of the Speechcraft participants. So there's organizational skills that you learn and teaching experience. As I earlier mentioned, if you're working on your AC Gold, Speechcraft will give you credit towards that award. One of the flyers here, this is the Speechcraft. If your club's considering putting on, you can take some of these later on. This basically gives the rundown of what Speechcraft is, just a brief explanation. You can hand this to people. And some of the benefits, the why, are illustrated right in this pamphlet. You can carry a few of these around and they're included in the Speechcraft kit as well. But there's benefits to the club and your other members. You all have experienced members, and maybe, as we heard a little while what I heard in the other room, members leaving because they feel they're no longer needed in the club, experienced members leaving. Speechcraft's an opportunity to get them involved, and so that you can retain them. A Speechcraft, you need mentors to guide the students. You need education session presenters. So, for example, Karen can give a presentation about how to organize a speech at one of the sessions. Doug could do one on how to evaluate another speaker. Hattie could give a presentation on vocal variety. So those sessions that are needed in a Speechcraft need to be presented by experienced members who have knowledge in that area. So here's a great chance to get your experienced members involved in your club so that you can retain them. So Speechcraft's not only good for membership building, it's great for membership retention also. The Better Speaker Series. Now that's where a lot of these sessions come from. How many here have the Better Speaker Series, either the whole kit or some of them? Quite a few of you. I think just about all of you anyway. Those who haven't, I'd recommend